First of all, I warm welcome to all. If you like my video at last, please subscribe my channel, like my channel, and also I am waiting for your heartiest comment according to this video. So now we start our topic. Our topic is solid state. Class 12th, first chapter, solid state. At last video we complete that in the end that what is isotropic and what is anisotropic. During that, a question recall our mind that crystalline solid are in order, are in order, but they are anisotropic. Why? जब हमने लास्ट टाइम आइसोट्रॉपिक एंड एनाइसोट्रॉपिक के बारे में स्टडी किया था, तब एक क्वेश्चन अपने माइंड में आया था दैट जो क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स होते हैं वो ऑर्डर्ड में अरेंज होते हैं, बट फिर भी वो एनाइसोट्रॉपिक होते हैं. कैसे? सो लेट अस टेक एन एग्जांपल. लेट्स सी द फिगर. In this figure, the particles are arranged in a particular order. That one circle is half filled and one is fully filled circle. They are arranged in a particular order. But when we see it from the line A and B line, they are different. They are different in order. When we see from A and B, along A and B, the arrangement of the particles are differ. So, take an example of refractive index as a physical property. When we see the refractive index, we see that along with x-axis and a y-axis, along with x-axis and y-axis, the physical properties of the particles are differ. Along the A, let it x-axis, along the A, the particle physical properties are differ, and along B, along y-axis, the physical properties of the particles are different. So they are not vary. They are vary at different axes, so that we call that crystalline solids are anisotropic. Basically they are in order. Basically in this diagram they are also in order, but along the axis, but along the axis the physical properties of the particles are differ. Now comes to an amorphous solid. We know that amorphous solids are isotropic. They are isotropic. Why? Because in this we know that there is no pattern. We know that there is no pattern. We know that there is no pattern. In amorphous solids, there is no pattern follow. We know that, and we also know that they are not arranged in a order, so that the physical properties of amorphous solid, so that the physical property of amorphous solid solid do not depend upon axis. We know that in amorphous solids में क्या होता है, in this there is no pattern follow. amorphous solids के अंदर कोई भी pattern follow नहीं किया जाता, and we know that in amorphous solids the arrangement is not in a order, so that the physical property of amorphous solid do not depend upon the axis. जब वो एक्सिस पे डिपेंड ही नहीं करेगी, so that क्या फर्क पड़ता है whether it is from x axis, whether it is taken from y axis, physical properties are same along different direction in this. So it is called isotropic. So that the physical properties of this amorphous solids are same along all the direction. So that क्या होगा, जो amorphous solids होंगे वो isotropic होंगे, and जो crystalline solids होंगे वो क्या होंगे, anisotropic. We know that from here. Let us move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. That is difference. Again, difference between crystalline and amorphous one. Glass is an example of amorphous solid, and calcite is an example of crystalline solid. So we take a physical properties of both, refractive index of both. So the refractive index of glass in all direction is 1.50 to 1.52. We know that after calculating, refractive index of glass is 1.50 to 1.52, and refractive index of calcite is very along all the direction. So it is an example why they are anisotropic. Why they are anisotropic and they are isotropic? Because glass refractive index is 1.50 to 1.52 in all direction, and calcite refractive index is vary along the all direction. Okay. Now moving up to the next one, crystalline solid. Then talk about crystalline solid. Crystalline solids are also called true solids. They are also called true solids. Crystalline solid also called the true solid. Why they call this true solids? Because due to the ordered arrangement of the particles, they are called true solids. On the other hand, amorphous solids, we talk about amorphous solids, they are called pseudo solids. Why they are called pseudo solids? Because irregular arrangement of the particles in them, they are called, due to that they are called pseudo solids. Amorphous solids are called pseudo solids, and on the other hand, crystalline solids are called true solids due to the regular arrangement of the particles and due to the irregular arrangement of the particles. Due to irregular arrangement of the particles. Due to that, we find that they are true solids and they are pseudo solids. Let's move to the next one, crystalline solid. In both of them, amorphous solids or even in crystalline solids, there is a cooling curve. So first, in crystalline solids show two-break cooling curve. Crystalline solid show two-break cooling curve. In this, there is a two break in the curve. Let's see the diagram or a curve. So let's see, there is two break in the cooling curve. First it decrease, then it constant for some time, then it also decrease. So now moving to the amorphous solid. Amorphous solids have smooth cooling curve. Amorphous solid shows smooth cooling curve. Let's see the curve. It shows a smooth cooling curve. So, by the crystalline solid, one question recall in our mind that one interesting thing also here. What it is? It is that break in the curve. So, why the temperature is constant between the curve, between the breaks? In between the breaks, it is an interesting thing that temperature is constant between the breaks. Why it is constant? The question potent in our mind, that why it is constant. So the answer is, it is due to during this curve, during this time, the crystallization process take place. So a more question put it in our mind that that's okay that crystallization process take place, but during that why temperature is constant, why not decrease? So it is because there is crystallization process take place, some heat is releasing by the system, and also there is little bit heat absorbed by the system, so that both heat so that the system is become constant, because some part of heat is releasing and some part of gaining also, so that there is during that crystallization reaction the heat release also and gain also, so that it become constant for some time. Let's take an example to learn this, how to get this point. Let's take an example that we are work at an office and we get salary in starting of the month. We got the salary from the boss in the starting of the month in our bank. So we take the salary, okay, then we spend it somewhere to take something. So it will decrease, okay, and after some days, 15 days, after some 15 days you get same amount of money as a incentive. So जितनी आपने स्पेंड की मनी उतनी आपने गेन कर ली, उससे ज़्यादा गेन कर ली, तो थोड़ा टाइम अपन अभी भी उसको खर्च कर रहे हैं, स्पेंड कर रहे हैं, बट इट बिकम कांस्टेंट, बिकॉज उतनी ही अमाउंट आपके पास पड़ी भी तो है, दैट अमाउंट ऑल्सो स्टोर्ड इन अवर बैंक, बट आफ्टर सम टाइम अगर अपन उसको स्पेंड करते रहेंगे सो इट विल again decreasing. So the graph become constant at particular time due to crystallization and heat. Some amount of heat is releasing during crystallization and some are also gaining by the system, so that it become constant sometimes. Now our next point is that crystalline solids are more stable. Crystalline solids are more stable. जो crystalline solids होते हैं वो ज़्यादा stable होते हैं, and on the other hand जो amorphous solids होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं, less stable. On the other hand amorphous solids are less stable. On the other hand amorphous solids are less stable. Okay, now the next one is when we comes to cut the crystalline solid. When we cut the crystalline solid, then we get a smooth and shiny surface. After cutting, it split into two pieces and we get the smooth and shiny surface. So let's write it. So when we cut the amorphous solids, it splits into two pieces with irregular shape. जब भी हम किसी amorphous solids को कट करते हैं तो वो क्या करता है, दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड होता है एंड इट गिव्स इरेगुलर शेप. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, amorphous solid. When we take an example of glass, when we cut, if any glass broken out, so it break in a irregular pieces. And for example, crystalline solid, the crystals are the example of crystalline solid which is used to make the rings. Example, crystal. Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, like, subscribe and share. Once again, thanks.